Hey guys, it is Andre, and today I'm coming at you with the plan with me for the week of August 5th to the 11th. I am using the Haunted Magic Kit. Originally, I had planned to use this in October whenever I am in Disney, but I figured, I don't know, I think I mentioned in another video that I was kind of sick of summer kits by like the very beginning of August. Actually, like, did I ever like summer kits? Probably not. I'm not a big summer kit fan. Actually, I feel like most of the kits I use this summer aren't very summery unless I was like in the pool or at the beach. But I decided to use this kit because this was the week of, well, they like celebrated the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion, and I just figured I could use a different Halloween kit that week then. Everyone was on my side that I asked about it, and I was super hyped to be using this kit because I just think it is so dang cute. I always like wonder whenever I'm like commissioning art for like kind of like more Disney, like the world, like parks inspired kits, how they're gonna sell, just because it's like kind of niche, I guess, like the park itself, like versus like maybe like the more fairy tale ones, like the princess inspired ones. Do you know what I mean? But this one sold so well. I think it probably has sold the most out of all of the Halloween kits so far, and I'm just super excited about it. I just feel like this art is stunning. Kitten has just did it. It is custom for our shop, so you won't find it anywhere else. It is still available in the shop, I believe, as an ultimate kit. I love the colors of this kit. It's so pretty. Perfect for Halloween, but again, it's just worked out because it was the 50th anniversary of a Haunted Mansion. And if you didn't know, Haunted Mansion is also Nick's favorite ride at Disney World / Land. It would have been cool if it worked out that it was next week, because that's also like my half-year anniversary. I think it's like our 12 and a half years or 13 and a half years. I don't remember. 12.5 years. So I just did my basics this week. I really love the sidebar with the tall box. I've been putting a squared off half box above it, which is something like maybe like special that week that could be also like in my plans that I'm putting in the sidebar. And then I do have a fancy label over there because I'm going to do like fake countdowns there. So I have in the past messed up countdowns a lot by not being able to count. Normal skill people usually have. I don't. So sometimes I'll get down and it'll say like 2 weeks and it'll actually be the week of, or like it'll be 2 weeks and it'll actually be 3 weeks. So I'm just going to wait until like a cool event happens and then just like put in the countdown backwards. But that's like something, like if you don't have something to put in your sidebar, something cool could happen later and you could count down to it and pretend, because this is a memory spread. So let's go ahead and get into the day by day planning. Also, I want to tell you that I think this whole month I've used no deco on top and just have used a 15mm strip that matches the bottom 15mm strip, and I have been loving it. I just think it looks super clean, especially because of this bougie situation where like the whole entire like it's kind of like almost no white space with the bougie at this point, I feel like, because you only see a little bit of the bougie. So I feel like not having deco on the top is like kind of like makes it look chic, because it's like all of the like busy stuff is in the day, and then like on the bottom of the top it's like really clean looking. But it kind of makes me sad because like I look at the deco, and especially for this one, I was like, I really, really, really want to use this deco, and I almost contemplated just like keeping it and not putting it in my declutter pile, which I have been recently. Like I put all of my declutter stuff. Sorry if you can't play with my hair, but like I don't know, I've just been like really playing with my hair recently. But I put all of my declutter stuff like in the planner party thing. And then my last round of declutter stuff, I've been like, as much as I could shove in a cello bag, like a regular kit size cello bag, I have been, well, I only did it once, but I'm going to keep doing it. I put it on our Facebook group and you could comment on it, and I sent it out to the person that I picked. Anyways, let's get into the plans. So on Monday, I did go to snooze in the morning. Marg, Jessica, Bruce, and Bree were still here, so we all went to snooze. Bree really wanted to go, and I never want to say no to snooze. And then after that, we went to, I put Bucks and Holy Bagel, but that doesn't make any sense because if we already had breakfast, I don't know. I put that in there. We're just going to pretend it happened, but it doesn't really make any sense. Maybe we had that for lunch. I don't know why I'd put that in there. I don't know. Anyways, I think we just went to Starbucks afterwards, not Starbucks and Holy Bagel. I think I remember I messed this. Oh, yeah, because I put Starbucks on the Tuesday and then not on the day. This kit with gold, all of these like jewel tone colors with the gold on top, it just is so beautiful. Then I put in a half box and like a middle finger what did I do? a middle finger munchkin head because I was so mad. And I use a curse word. You guys will see whenever I post this picture on Instagram in 10 years. But I use a curse word in it because I was so mad. Like, something happened this day that, like, really boiled my whole, like, body. And I was so mad, and it affected me for, like, 2 weeks afterwards until I got all cleared up. Thank you, Amanda, if you're watching. I'm sure you're watching. You're probably watching this on double speed, which a lot of people complain that I talk too fast, which I'm sorry. This is actually a slowed down version of me. If you guys go back, I feel like, 4 years ago, I actually talked faster, if you cannot believe, and I've tried to really slow down, but Amanda watches me on 2 times speed. How? I don't know, but thank you, Amanda, for getting me through that. She was the best help at that, and everybody else who dealt with me complaining for like a week. Bless you. Then afterwards, I put in Uchiko with fam, which me, Bree, Bruce, Jessica, and Mark went to Uchiko, and me and Bruce ended up eating so much food. All the food that no one else wanted to eat because they ordered it and we just changed our mind. We ate it, and we had, between all of us, we had 4 bowls of edamame, which I want edamame so bad, and it's actually Friday, but on Sunday, Nick and I are going to Uchiko, and all I want in this entire world is edamame. Not Bruce. Nick and Brian went to Uchi, and they brought me home edamame, and it wasn't as good as the Uchiko edamame, which I don't remember it being, like, a lesser quality edamame, but I ended up, like, doctoring it the next day and, like, just heating it up in a pan and adding lemon, and it was pretty good, and like salt flakes, but it wasn't as good as Uchiko. I don't know if it was a fluke, but Uchiko edamame is like the best ever. Then I just put in that me and the fam, and I just put fam because there's like a lot of people at my house, just like messed around. We just had the table and chit chat, and then I put in bye fam. They did leave the next morning, but like, girl, don't wake up that early, and they don't expect me to wake up that early. Then the next day, I think that's the day that I had Holy Bagel and Starbucks, and then I put in so stressed because of the thing that happened the day before. And then I canceled my eyelash appointment, which I never use Nopes, but I just feel like this was a day that I needed to mark that I canceled it because, like, the struggle. And then I also put in that I canceled my first leg of Disney. I was supposed to go on this really, really, really long Disney trip, which, like, I feel like wasn't realistically going to happen because that's just the way that my life works. I've never went on a trip for that long. But I was supposed to go on this really long Disney trip, and it was supposed to be actually 2 different Disney trips separated by like 5 days. But I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to stay in Disney because it's actually cheaper than me and Bennett flying home and then flying back. Just because, like, flights versus the hotel is just wild. So we were just going to stay in Disney, me and Bennett. We were going to just hang, and then Nick was going to come back because he had stuff to do here. But then I canceled the first leg, and then I canceled the second leg just because, like, something happened on Monday, and then something happened, like, the next week. And I was just, like, honestly, like, this month was just wild. This month, I feel like, changed my perspective on everything. I feel like this past 12 months has changed my perspective on everything in life. But this past month has just been wild. Wild and crazy, but I'm glad it's over in September and everything's jolly. Like, I feel very, very good now. I'm, like, in a great place in my life, and hopefully it just stays there, and if not, I'm gonna, like, have a breakdown, but it's okay. It's okay. We're, like, good. Yeah. Then we went to Costco. Nick and I don't remember what we needed. I feel like we need some stuff at work, and then we went back to work, and then later I didn't go. Nick and I both went to see The Lion King, which I feel like everyone was so, like, butthurt about The Lion King, but I wasn't, like, mad about it. I don't think it was, like, changed my life or anything, but I never went to, like, a remake and been like, wow, that is, like, my favorite thing in the whole world. I just, like, appreciate the, like, time and the effort and, like, all of the things that went into it. And especially this one, I feel like the animals looked so real. And I decided, and I told a bunch of people this, that I'm going to convince Bennett that those are animal actors, and they had to audition for the parts and see if I can fool him. I don't think I can because he's very smart, and we'll see. I don't think I'll be able to try and start convincing him for another year or so, but I'm going to do it, and I will let you guys know in a year if he, what am I talking about? If he, like, believes me or not, which I don't think he will. So, unless he's gullible. I feel like I'm, like, more gullible than Nick, because I feel like Nick's too inquisitive to be gullible. Then I put in on Wednesday Holy Bagel and Starbucks again. So it took me a really long time to film this spread because, like, my Once More with Love Mail was stuck and it wasn't coming, and I was waiting forever, and I texted Mark like every day, and I was like, why? And she's like, I'll just send you the cut files. And I'm like, no. So it finally came, and so I decided I want to, kind of like my Disney spreads, for this one in particular, like I had munchkins, and instead of using like coffee ones and stuff like that, I just used the Haunted Mansion munchkins, which I really recommend if you're going to use this kit. Definitely pick up the Haunted Mansion munchkins, because I think they look really cool. Like the colors like are really cool because they match like the ghost colors. So yeah, so then I put in work that it was Wiggle Wednesday, that I had Chewies, that I had a good cry, and I use a Heartbreak Munchkin because I realistically don't believe I'll ever be heartbroken, like unless like maybe when Bennett's like going to school, or like Bennett like heartbroken stuff, but like I needed more excuses. So like my heart broken, I cried, I put it in there. I also put in a bath sticker. I watched the movie Hustler, not to be confused with Hustlers, which I'm going to see in 2 weeks with Amanda and Kirsten. I'm so excited. But Hustler is I can't think of the name. She's blonde, she's a comedian. Oh my dear God, I thought I heard a noise, and no one is in the office with me right now. I think it was just my chair. I can't think of their names, but it's gonna drive me insane. One of them Princess Diaries, and then the other one is the blonde comedian lady, and I can't think of her name. She's in Pitch Perfect. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyways, so I also put in that I went to bed early. On Thursday, I went to Starbucks, and then I had blood work. I feel like this year I've had so much blood work that like I feel like I have a permanent bruise on my left under my elbow, my under elbow. But yeah, that was super fun. I feel like I'm pretty immune to it now, as long as I like make sure to not be like a wuss in the fact that like I have to ask for a butterfly needle, because if they use the regular needle on me, one, it hurts so bad, but two, like the bruise is like insane. So yeah, and I also have like a preferred lady. I need to plug in my computer. Hold on. I have a preferred lady to do my blood work, but sometimes like she's doing paperwork and she's not taking blood, and I get really upset about it. But I'm not like the person who's like, can she do my blood work instead? So I think this time the lady didn't do it, but it wasn't that bad. So it was okay. Then I worked, and I filmed while I was at work. And then I took a nap because it was a long week. I honestly think the planner party took a lot out of me, just because of how much work went into it prior. And then like the weekend of is just like a lot. Honestly, any event is just kind of a lot. It's just, if you've been to an event, I think you know. There's no way around it. If you leave an event, like a planner event or like any conference, even for work, and you leave it and you feel like rejuvenated, tell me about that event, and I'm going to it because I want to feel rejuvenated after an event. I have never. Then I put in, I did work in my bullet journal a little bit. I actually took 1 week off my bullet journal, and I literally was like a mess. So I went back to it. And then I put in bath, and then also happy birthday, because this day, whose birthday? Amanda's birthday was this day. Then on Friday, I put in that I designed and that it was the 50th anniversary of the Haunted Mansion. So I did get to use one of those deco pieces. I was going to use the little like framed, it was like the framed picture munchkin of the girl on the tightrope rope, I think it was. What was that? I don't know. I did that sticker. It's summer. But I decided to use a deco piece just because I thought it looked really cool with one of those squared off boxes. I just think it looks so neat. A lot of people are like super confused about the squared off boxes, but like it's just literally, I think I explained this. Oh, yes, you see it. Well, I was going to use it. But it's literally like if you use a squared off box, and you put your character sticker down, and then you just like put the words next to it. So it's just like if a character sticker was a squared off box was just a little bit shorter. I just think it looks different, and it kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes I get so bored with everything like being like the whole way across, and I just kind of want to get a little more creative, and I feel like this is the way to do it. Then on Friday, I also put in new releases and that I worked, and then I had dinner with Amanda. She wanted to go to Perry's for her birthday dinner, so I was like, sure, let's do that. So we went to Perry's and just chatted and ate dinner. I think I had a steak. It was good. I didn't feel good, and I was like, I don't know if I can eat, but then once the steak is put in front of me, like, steak is, like, something that I can never say no to, especially, like, a really good steak. Oh, Perry's is known for their pork chops, but their steaks are pretty good. Not as good as Jeffrey's. Jeffrey's are my favorite steaks right now, but pretty good. And Perry's is way closer, so yes. Then on Saturday, I put in my feelings with this little morning happy day sticker, which if you ever need a funeral sticker, I feel like this is honestly one of the best ones. It kind of reads funeral to me. She's wearing a black dress, holding flowers. So I feel like if you need one just in case, knock on wood, hopefully you don't need one, but I feel like this Happy Day one does work. And then I put design in with this girl who's like super tired from, I haven't said any of the names of any of these stickers, and now all of a sudden I'm going to go into that. No, we're not going to. If you guys want to know any specific stickers, let me know in the comments down below. But I put in design and then Cuddle with B. I just love cuddling with Bubba. He's so smart and so cute. He knows all of his colors, and he's just like, honestly, like he has a really good memory. I was telling Kirsten today, I was like, yeah, he has this like it's a board block kind of hide and seek thing, and there's like different pictures on it. Like there's like a cookie jar, and like the cookies go inside of that one, and then there's a dog, and the dog goes inside. There's 9 different ones. Some of them aren't very obvious, TBH. And he knows like where to put them all, which I think is really cool. And he knows the colors. So he's like pretty much smartest kid in the world to me. Then I put in that I took a nice nap, and then I put in bath. And I just think it's so funny to mark these such mundane tasks with these funny little ghosts. It's just super cute. Then on Sunday, I did put in design again, and then I put in Bucks and Whataburger again. Is that the last time I went to Starbucks? I think that was the last time I went to Starbucks since then. So that was like wild. Very, very crazy to put that in. But Whataburger, I have went to a couple times. I only like Whataburger breakfast. I actually don't like Whataburger for any other reason besides breakfast. I feel like I keep hearing things, but I don't think that they're there. Then I put in film, and then I didn't have anything else to put in this day besides all of the Bubba Cuddles. So I literally just tried to take up the entire box. And I don't think it looks wild with the bougie. I kind of was thinking, I could put the box on its side, but the sticker that I wanted to use really didn't accommodate for that. So I just went ahead and put that in. I think I went home after filming, and me and Bubba was kind of just like cranky. So I took him upstairs into bed, and I sat on my phone and watched YouTube, and he sat and watched Blippi, which is like his current favorite thing. Blippi, Peppa, and Ryan. And he'll be like, Blippi. And I'm like, okay. And then sometimes he can't find what he's looking for. He loves, and there's just like this Baby Shark trap remix, and it's these like girls like in a dance studio, and he loves the video. And he goes Baby Shark if he wants to listen to Baby Shark, but he goes do, because the like trap remix is more like, it goes do, like more like beady, I guess. I don't know. But he like says that, and that's when he wants to listen to that remix with the girls dancing. So yeah, he just watched videos, and I watched videos, and we cuddled, so that's what I did the rest of the day. Probably not the rest of the day, probably got up and like ate and stuff, but like mostly a lot of cuddles. So that's everything for the plans. So I just love the way this turned out. I think it looks super cute. It's probably one of my top 5 favorite spreads ever. Definitely pick this kit up. Even if you can't fit it in this year, fit it in next year. It's super cute. Use it anytime if you're feeling haunted. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!